And you said you have calculated and collected that.
We calculated the period they stopped paying to the date the judgment was delivered. That has been paid. Then now they refuse to comply with the judgment, and the tone of the judgment saying his employment has not been determined. That means he's still entitled to his salaries. And the only way we can get it is by coming to the court, sir.
When he is not working, has he been reinstated? That's why I'm telling you that he ought to have come by way of what do you call it? A contempt proceeding, asking the court to force the defendant to appear before the court and to show cause why they should not be held for being in contempt of the court, having failed to or comply with the order of the court in the judgment. Not by asking the court to make another declaration.
Melissa, what we are saying, sir, is that if a judgment of the court said he had never been laid off, he had never been dismissed, that means
then it means he's still in employment.
That means
so if he's still in employment, so why are you back here?
It's because they refused to reinstate him, sir.
That's what I'm saying. If they refuse to reinstate him, ask that the court should enforce that judgment by coming by way of a contempt, seeking for leave under the rules of this court to commence a contempt proceeding against them. Because it means they are in contempt of this court.
Very well, my lord.
I think I made this clear at the last sitting. That's why we couldn't proceed.
No, sir. What my lord said was that their counter affidavit is saying that they had paid. And I told my lord, sir, I had filed a further and better affidavit to that, sir. He said they had paid and they are on appeal. And I'm
when did they file the counter affidavit?
They have a counter affidavit, my lord, sir, filed.
Because what you have filed, look, if I have to go by what you filed on the 1st of April, then it means we have to conduct another trial. Because your prayer 1 is seeking for a declaration. The prayers, seeking for declarations, and the third is the one seeking for an order.
Yes,
so if you want us to toe that line, fine, it's your case. If you want us to toe that line, then proceed and call your witnesses and prove your case.
We are grateful, sir.
So the ball is now in your court.
Yes, sir. My witness is in court, sir.
The witness is in court. Have they filed? I mean, have they been served?
They are aware of today. We have an affidavit, sir.
Affidavit of service?
No, sir. Affidavit in support of the application, sir. And the applicant is
the application filed on the 1st of April. I mean, yes, 1st of April.
Yes, sir. An affidavit evidence.
Deposed to by the claimant.
Yes, my lord, sir.
Yes, we will take it. It's going to be a trial, like I said. And if it's going to be a trial, then the other party ought to have been served.
Yes, I am aware they are aware of today's date, sir.
They filed the process on the 19th of July.
Very well, my lord.
Asking for extension of time to file their response.
Very well, my lord.
And then they filed a process.
Yes, sir.
they are saying that the rest, which is the money sought to be attached, you know, they are also, that's what I'm saying. To them, it seems as if you want to attach, you want to ask for an enforcement of a monetary, you are making a monetary order application. Look at their paragraph 4E. Look at it.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen it? Read it to yourself. Don't read it to me. I've read it.
Yes, sir.
Money sought.
Yes, sir. They are saying it's
And they
subject.
said you have filed an application in response to theirs filed at the Court of Appeal.
My lord, what they have at the Court of Appeal, sir, I said in my further and better, they have a leave, they sought leave, they are seeking the leave of the Court of Appeal to appeal. The motion had not been taken before we talk of it being granted. Before
But the
release
Court of Appeal is the Court of Appeal seized of it. That's the issue here. If they are filed and you have responded, then it means, listen, if they are filed and you have responded, then it means the Court of Appeal is seized of this case.
Very well, sir.
You have responded at the Court of Appeal.
Yes, sir.
So why are you back here?
No, we are saying, sir, that the fact that application for leave has been filed at the Court of Appeal, it does not mean that an appeal has been entered as it was, because the application for leave could be granted or refused, sir. We don't just throw in the towel because I just filed a leave appeal. It's not as if you filed a notice of appeal at the trial court.
Counsel, if you would take to my advice, because I mean, this whole process, the way you are going about it, to me, will take a longer route. Because if you have filed a fresh application for me to make a declaration, and I'm saying that you have to prove, and they are saying that they have filed an application at the Court of Appeal, you have responded to that application, then it means this court cannot proceed.
Thank you, sir.
And the best way I think you can do is, like I had already said earlier, to file a contempt proceeding against them. Let them come to court. Let whoever is the officer in charge who has to enforce the order of court, or comply with the order of court, let him be brought before the court. Let him come and tell the court why they haven't complied.
We are grateful, sir. We appreciate the court, sir, for that, sir.
So what do you want to do?
Yes, I shall be asking for another date, sir.
What date?
Register.
Court registrar, what date?
28th April, my lord.
Eh?
28th April.
April. Is it convenient? Is it convenient? I can't hear you.
It's convenient, my lord. It's convenient.
Hearing notices to be served on the defendant. Proof to be filed. Call the next case.
Case number 3. NICN LKG 02-2019 between Eguche Stephen and 1. Kogi State Government, 2. Kogi State Local Government Service Commission, 3. Ibadan Local Government Area, 4. Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Kogi State. Claimant is in court, my lord. Defendant absent.
Appearances.
May it please, my lord. My name is Austin Oboni. I'm the attorney for the claimant.
Any other appearance?
With utmost respect to my lord. Dean Kadiri, Director of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Justice, Kogi State. I humbly announce my appearance for the defendant.
Very well. What's the business of the day?
My lord, the matter is for hearing.
Are you ready? How about the motion? The
Yes,
motion
sir.
for which this matter was adjourned.
My lord, we'll take the motion, sir, but just to inform the court
Motion,
that
has it been filed?
it has not been taken yet, sir.
Has it been filed?
Yes, sir, we have a filed application, sir.
You did what?
We have an application before me, Lord, sir.
Filed when?
6th day of December 2021, sir.
6th of December.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, it's not this case. Sorry, because I saw Mr. Kadri in this matter. I thought it was the matter that was adjourned on Tuesday or Monday.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Oboni, you filed the process on the 6th day of December.
Yes, my lord.
Seeking leave to amend. Mr. Kadri, are you in receipt of this application?
I am not. Yes, ma'am. You know, I think another matter.
You are in receipt of the application.
No, my lord.
Mr. Oboni,
Look, sir, I'm aware they have been served, sir. I was informed they've been served, sir.
yes, you were served, Mr. Kadri.
My lord.
They served on the ministry.
Yes, my lord. Actually, I am not matter. I think the court different matter.
The fault of who? I can't hear you. Use your phone or your tablet.
Originally, I was not in. I only stumbled on the case this morning. In the court.
Can you give a copy to Mr. Kadiri?
Very well, sir. However, my lord, we have agreed.
My lord, what I'm saying in essence is that the council,
I can't hear you, Mr. Kadiri.
my lord, what I'm saying in essence is that the council handling this matter in our office.
You have muted yourself. I can't see you. I can't hear you. You have muted yourself again.
My lord, what I'm saying in essence is that the council handling this matter in our
the office of the Attorney General.
Yes, my lord, is not aware that this matter was slated for today.
For today.
Yes, my lord, I'm not even with the file notice. I came for a different matter entirely.
They were served. They were actually served.
Yes, but the council handling this matter in our office is not aware that this matter was slated for today, my lord.
Actually, a hearing notice was issued, and I have proved. Defendant's email number they use is badamakadiri1@gmail.com and lankyrain@gmail.com.
And I've never appeared in this case. The reason why.
But did you see anything in your email?
No, I didn't see. I've checked my email. I didn't see anything like that.
Because they sent hearing notices, and then the phone numbers 006673785, 00695994473.
I came to this court this morning.
So it's what is, Mr. Kadri, it's what is on the processes filed by the defense that the court will always use, and that's why the court will demand from parties when they are filing their processes to put their email addresses and their telephone numbers. And that's what they use in sending the email addresses to them. And even the phone number, including the link to join this sitting. They were all sent there. I'm looking at it. I have it here.
I'm sorry, they have to use my seal.
Okay, but I've asked Mr. Boni to give you a copy. It's an application for amendment.
About this matter.
And they are just amending just one part of their statement of facts. Mr. Boni.
Yes, my lord. Just
so look at it. They attached the proposed amended complaint. It's just a relief.
Yeah.
So do you have any objection to this application?
I want to.
Hello? Learned Counsel.
Yes, my lord. No objection.
Move in terms.
I'm grateful, sir. Our motion is dated the, can I have the date? That please, let me read it. Is dated the 22nd day of November 2021 and filed on the 6th day of December 2021, sir. With leave of the Lord, sir, we humbly applied, we humbly move in terms of the motion, sir. Motion paper.
Order is as prayed. So file clean copies because you didn't seek for. You have not filed the process.
Yes, sir. We'll file clean
copies within 2 days and serve advance copies on the defendants.
As the court pleases. My Lord, secondly, sir, we have agreed to address the court on record, sir.
Is that the true position, Mr. Kadri?
There's no room for room.
Is that the true position, Mr. Kadri? You are not aware. Oh.
They are just
Exactly. So take a date, and then. But have you filed your defense to this suit, Mr. Kadri?
Yes, sir.
You said you don't even have the file in court. Office of the Attorney General should be well coordinated. Maybe you should have the names, collect the list of all, call your officers, collect the names and details of those that have matters and the cases, the name of the suit number, the name of the parties of cases they are handling in this court, so that you will know who to hold responsible.
I'll show you that.
What date?
28th April.
28.
Yes, my lord.
Is it convenient?
Okay. Okay, my lord. Is it? Okay. Actually, interesting to switch to this now.
Case adjourned to 28/4/2022 for definite hearing. For the next case.
Yes, number 4. ICN LKJ 2019 between Esther David and 1 John Kanyip 2 absent, my lord.
Who is in court?
All the parties are absent, my lord.
Appearances.
Check your audio.
With profound respect to my
Lord.
Lord, I am S.A. Abbas.
S.A. Abbas.
Yes, my Lord.
For?
I appear with my learned friend, V.F. Arolukaye. V.F. Arolukaye. My Lord, our humble appearance is for the claimant.
Any other appearance?
Yes, my lord. N.A. Abubakar.
M.A. Abubakar.
N.A. Abubakar.
SA,
N.A.
LA,
N. N. Military
N
authority.
as in Nigeria.
Yes, my lord.
Therefore,
For the first and second defendant,
very well.
holding the brief of M.Y. Abdullahi.
Holding the brief of who?
M.Y. Abdullahi.
Very well. The case is for hearing.
My lord.
Mr. Abbas.
My Lord, we have a complaint before your lordship. It's dated and filed the 22nd day of May 2019.
I said the matter is for hearing. And you are telling me you have a complaint. I know you have filed a general form of complaint before the court in 2019. You were not
Yes,
in court
madam.
at the last sitting in December.
My Lord, we were not served with the hearing notice.
For today,
No, for today, we were served with the hearing notice.
for the 8th of December, all parties were served. I have proof of service on record here.
It's unfortunate that-
abbas@gmail.com. Is that not your email address?
I think at that period, my email was faulty. Somebody tried to
So
hack.
whose fault is that? Well, the matter today is for hearing. What do you want to tell the court?
My Lord, we are ready.
You are ready.
Yes, my Lord. And then we
So
have
where is your
agreed to adopt the
witness?
processes.
Eh?
We have agreed, both agreed.
You
Both
have
counsel have
agreed with Mr. Abdullah, Mr. Abubakar.
As court, please.
Go ahead.
Most
Tell
grateful, my
the
Lord.
court what you have agreed to do.
Pardon me, Lord.
Tell the court what you have agreed with Mr. Abubakar to do.
My Lord, we have agreed to adopt the written statement on oath of the claimant.
To adopt the argument on record procedure, not the written statement on oath.
As the court please.
Is that the true position of things? Have you agreed to adopt the argument on record procedure?
As court, please. That is true position.
Mr. Abubakar, is that the true position?
Yes, my lord.
You consent to the argument on record procedure pursuant to Order 38 through 33 of the rules of this court?
As court, please.
So both of you have to file your final addresses. The claimant will file first.
As court, please.
As the court please.
Within 21 days from today, and serve advance copy on the defendant, who upon receipt will equally file. 21 days.
As court,
And
please.
then the claimant will have a right of reply and point of law within 7 days.
Court, please.
Court registrar calculate 49 days. You may add 1 or 2 days to the 49. What date?
15th April, my lord. 15th April. It's Good Friday. The Friday.
It says to add 1 or 2 days. Add 1 or 2 days, take it to 18. Okay.
What date?
15th April.
15th April.
Yes, my lord.
What day of the week is that?
Friday.
Friday. As counsel, except if you can write a simple letter adopting it, adopting your final written address, or you orally come before the court to adopt.
My lord, I think it would be most appropriate to write a letter to adopt.
Okay, that is pursuant to Order 10 of the practice direction.
As copy, please.
What date again?
15th of April.
16th of April.
1-5, my lord.
15th.
Yes, my lord.
It is it is in the light of the voluntary consent of parties in this suit that this case is to be tried on record, pursuant to Order 38, Rule 33 of the rules of this court. Parties are to file their final written addresses with the claimant filing first, serving the advance copy on the defense, who upon receipt will equally file, and the claimant will have a right of reply and point of law within 7 days. Parties are at liberty also to write a simple letter adopting the final written addresses. Judgment date will be communicated to parties.
As copy.
Call the next case.
Most grateful, my lord.
Very well.
ICN LKJ 11/2018 between Mr. Babani Joshua Asoroshin and 1 Kogi State Civil Service Commission, Governor of Kogi State, 3 Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Kogi State, 4 Kogi State Polytechnic. Claimant is in court, my lord. Defendant.
Well,
Who is in court?
Claimant is in court.
Defendants?
Absent.
Absent.
Yes.
Appearances? Mm-hmm. I can't hear you.
Lord, to the Honorable Court. My name is J. Ajewole. Appear with my
Ibukun what?
Ibukun Olukotun Esquire. We appear
Or the claimant? Mm-hmm. Any other appearance?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. B. Sadiri. Director of Corporate Affairs. Ministry of Justice. Stay with me. RL. Assistant Director.
Mr. Kadri,
Yes,
apart from your name, I can't hear other names.
Yeah. I said appearing with me.
Court registrar, if you can hear those names, tell me.
RL. Adem.
R what? Eh?
RL.
RL who? Or put it in the chat
Ademu.
box. Ademu.
Yes.
And who?
Okay.
Is it only RL Ademu?
No, my lord.
Who is the second person?
A.T. Adeka.
Adeka.
A.T.
I've seen the name, A.T. Adeka. That's the system you are using. Very well. Very well. So why are we here today? Mr. Kadri, you said you have filed the process. Or is it, why did we adjourn to today? Mr. Ajewale. Mr. Ajewale, unmute yourself.
Lord, we are ready. We intend to call the claimant alone.
Have you done what you were supposed to do, Mr. Kadiri? Or is it not in this case?
Yes, my Lord, I have done it, my Lord.
You have filed a joint statement of defense. The amended joint statement of defense. And Mr. Olukotu, are you in receipt of it?
My Lord, we were
Very
served
well.
yesterday.
So the cost is now clear to proceed.
Yes, my Lord. My Lord, I
Invite your witness.
apply to the register of this report to make available the document earlier tendered as exhibits. My Lord, the matter is coming before your Lordship de novo. We have reached the defense stage. We have tendered our name. I have requested the writing, the register of this honorable court to make document available for us in this thing today.
You have done what you had applied for what?
I said I have applied the writing to the register of this honorable to make those documents.
Documents already tendered. Registrar of court, have you given him copies?
They are the directive of the court. When I applied, they said they will need to clear from the court. Below the tender, but starting the novo.
Have you given back those documents, Mr. Adewale, court registrar?
I've not been given their enforcement. They just need directive from your lordship. I'm sure they have it ready with them, but it's still in their custody.
Court registrar, if you have it ready, hand them over to Mr. Adewale. Invite your witness.
Now, before we proceed, sorry, my lord. Before we proceed, we have an application that on the jurisdiction of this honorable.
Who is addressing the court? Is that Mr. Kadri?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
When did you file it?
It was filed on the 19th day of July 2021. My learned friend responded the same.
You said you filed it when?
19th July.
Yeah.
19th July.
19th July, which year?
2021, my lord.
2021.
Yes, my lord. My letter has responded to the same application. And we have filed our complaint of now the application is correct. Now the application is right. And want to
You
believe
said,
that.
did you file this, the said notice of preliminary objection together with your motion amendment?
So, my lord.
Because what I have here, let me just be sure. You filed the motion for amendment on the 19th of July, 2021.
That
And you
is a
said you filed the notice of preliminary objection when?
It was filed. It is dated of June. And
You filed it on the same 19th of July. That's what I'm saying. It was filed the same date you filed the motion for amendment. Mr. Ajewale, have you responded to it?
Yes, my lord, we followed it up with a notice of preliminary objection. We responded, my lord, to notice of preliminary objection by our own process. Dated, my lord, 10th day of August 2021.
Yes, I'm going to take both together with the non-suit. I'm going to take the notice of preliminary objection together with the main suit. And if it is discovered or when writing the judgment, if I make a finding that the matter is statute bad, then I will end it there. But if it is found that it's not, I'll proceed to determine the main suit. So, Mr. Ajewale, you said you are ready to proceed. Very well, Mr. Ajewale, invite your witness.
Lord, we have your testimony. This is on the witness box.
Mr. Ajewale, who are you calling?
I'm calling the claimant, my Lord. The claimant, Mr. Babani.
Administer the oath.
The claimant.
If it's in court.
He's already in the witness box.
Court register. Court registrar.
Yes,
Very well.
I, Babani Joshua, Asoro swear in the name of Almighty God, swear in the name of Almighty God, that the evidence I can give in this case, shall be the truth, the all truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. I know the witness my soul with only Bible.
When did he swear to his witness statement, Mr. Ajewale?
It was on the 20th of November 2020. November 20th, 2020.
Okay. Yes. Go ahead.
I'm grateful.
So that's Babani Joshua.
Yes, ma'am. My Lord, my name is Babani Joshua Asoro.
I have it already. I just want you to confirm.
Right, ma'am.
Asoroche.
Yes, my Lord.
Please, where do you live?
No, Mr. Ajewale. Mr. Ajewale, you have the sworn deposition of Mr. Asoroche before this court, wherein he has stated all those details. So you don't need to go over them again.
Lord, I'm very grateful.
Just go straight to it and let him adopt it.
Lord, I'm very grateful. This recall on the 20th of November 2020 to be posed to an amended statement on oath in this case.
Yes, my Lord. I did.
You also recall that on 22nd of February 2022,
On the 22nd of what? Mr. Ajewale?
23rd.
Yes, 23rd.
I signed yesterday, 23rd.
You signed what? Your father? Is it your father or additional statement? Your father's statement.
The state.
Very well.
So we wish to adopt this statement. As your evidence.
Yeah.
The statement on oath dated 20th November 2020. You mentioned documents that you will rely on in this honorable court.
Mr.
Yes,
Kadri,
yes, my lord.
Mr. Ajewale, have you shown those documents to Mr. Kadri? Aside the fact that the front-loaded ones, Mr. Kadri,
Yes, my lord.
do you have any objection to those documents?
Just a minute, my lord. Let me go through them. You know, we're only adding one to the loaded one. Only one. Aside from. I'll look at it. No, my lord, just a minute. Lord, I've gone through all of them.
Unmute your phone, unmute your system. Yes,
Lord, I've seen them,
yes. Any objection?
except that the document titled Redeployment of Mr. DJ Asoroche is not complete.
Okay.
That is the only letter I have.
Mr. Ajewale, where is the complete document?
I just accepted the documents as given to me from the custody of the court.
I can't hear you.
You know, this
Unmute yourself.
Submitted the documents as handed by the registrar this month because
I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Please focus on your tablet or system and let me hear you well.
Lord, I tendered the document
as was handed over to you by the claimant or as retrieved from the court. There are two different things.
Yes, Lord.
When you tendered it, listen, when you tendered it, did you tender it as a complete document?
The Lord, I was then.
Eh? Mr. Ajewale, I can't hear you. I've asked a question, simple question. When you tendered it before now, before my learned brother, this particular document that Mr. Kadri is saying it's incomplete, was it complete when you tendered it before my learned brother? Eh?
I was counsel. I was not the counsel in the matter at the time.
You were not the counsel in the matter. Yes. Show the claimant the document. Show the claimant the document. Court registrar. Show the claimant the document. Because it was tendered that was handed over to you by the court. Claimant,
Yes,
look at
my
that
lord.
document.
Is
that the way you gave to your lawyer and was tendered in the court before my learned
My lord,
brother?
it has just an attachment at the back. It's 1 page and 1 at the back. But it was accepted by them at that time.
Oh, listen. Is that the same document that you tendered at that time that you have now?
Yeah, that's the same document, except the
very well.
The copy.
Very
page
well.
is not there.
So, Mr. Ajewale,
Yes, Lord.
that is the document as tendered before my learned brother. So what do you have to say to it? Do you still want to go ahead and tender it, or do you want to withdraw it? I can't hear you.
No, we will tender it as it is, whatever objection.
Okay.
Because the document that was handed over.
And that particular document, what is the title and what is the date on it? What is the date on it?
The date is 18th August 2015, and the title
18
is
August 2015. And
yes,
it is
Lord.
titled
redeployment of Mr. B.J. Asorose. Redeployment of Mr. B.J. Asorose.
You said it's redeployment.
Yes, my lord, of Mr. B.J. Asorose. Redeployment of Mr. B.J. Asorose.
Very well. And it is dated 18th of August 2015.
Yes, my lord.
And listed as number 9 on
listed,
number 10 on the list of documents.
Number 10, my lord, in our list of documents. Number 10.
Very well. Mr. Kadri, I will admit it at this stage, and in your final written address, you can talk to it in it as to wait to attach to it.
My lord.
Yes.
My problem is that both parties intend to rely on this document heavily.
I can hear you well.
My lord, we on our part intend to rely on that particular document.
You intend to rely on it?
Yes, especially that is missing.
Very well. So I'm going to admit it. That's why I'm going to admit it. Sorry? If you also want to rely on it, I'm going to admit it, and then yes.
Maybe what we will do.
So how many documents in all, Mr. Ajewale? Give them to the court registrar.
Altogether to be 10 now, my lord. Altogether 10.
Court registrar.
Yes, my lord.
Tell me the documents that you have there. Do you have the letter of offer of temporary appointment of 23rd June 2006?
dated 23rd June 2006. Letter of confirmation of appointment dated 14th July 2008.
Is it 14th or 4th July?
4th July, sorry, my lord. 4th July, sorry, my lord. 2008. Offer of
Okay,
appointment.
Mark, wait, listen. The letter of offer of appointment, mark it as Exhibit A. Letter of confirmation, Exhibit A1. Letter of appointment as a bursar, dated 11 September 2008 as Exhibit A2. Have you seen that letter?
Yes, my lord.
Request for leave of absence. You have that there, dated 23rd September 2008.
Yes, my lord.
Mark that as Exhibit A3. Kogi State Government White Paper, do you have it?
No, it's not
Kogi
here, my lord.
State, eh?
I'm not with it, my lord.
Mr. Jewale, you are not tendering the Kogi State Government White Paper. Eh? Just a simple question. Is that document amongst the document you are seeking?
It's not, my lord. Sister. It's not, my lord. It's not.
Very well. Court registrar, redeployment of B.J. Soroshe, dated 18th October. Do you have a 2011? 19th October 2011.
Yes, my lord.
Mark that as Exhibit A4. Request for review of action, dated 9th December 2011.
Yes, my lord.
A5. Kogi State Polytechnic scheme of service.
Yes, my lord.
A6. Redeployment of B.J. Ashoroshe to the Polytechnic, dated 30th July 2015. You have that?
30th June 2015. Yes, my lord.
30th July 2015.
Yes, my lord.
Mark that as Exhibit A7. Then redeployment of Mr. B.J. Ashoroshe by Kogi State Polytechnic, dated 18th August 2015. Do you have it?
Yes, my lord.
A8. Appointment of steering committee for Kogi State screening exercise.
No, my lord.
Letter of retirement.
Yes, my lord.
Dated 9th January 2018.
Yes, my lord.
Mark that as Exhibit A9. So those are the documents you have with you, right?
Yes, my lord.
All the documents sought to be tendered by the claimant are admitted in evidence and marked as Exhibit A to A9.
I've got this.
Very well. Mr. Ajewale, any other thing?
Sorry, my lord, for taking the lordship backward. No, I didn't get Exhibit A5. I'm quite sorry, my lord.
Mr. Kadri, you are saying something?
I didn't get Exhibit A5, my lord. I have to go with my system.
Exhibit A5.
Yes, my lord.
You said you have an issue with it.
Yes, my lord. I don't know the document. Mark Exhibit A5.
Request for review of action.
Thank you, my lord.
dated 9th December 2011. State your issues and reasons in your final address. I will note it here on record that you're also objecting to that.
Okay.
Document dated 9th of December 2011. The defendants are to address the court in their final written address as to wait to attach to exhibit A5, exhibit A5 and A8. And then the claimant may appropriately respond to that. Go ahead, any other thing? Yes, and is that all, Mr. Ajewale?
That's all, you know.
Very well. For examination, Mr. Kadiri.
Yes, my lord. Getting back. Mr. Babani Joshua, you will agree with me that you were not posted to head of service by the fourth defendant.
You were not posted as head of what?
And he was not posted to the office of head of service by the fourth defendant. That is Kogi State Polytechnic, my lord.
Yes, right.
That's okay. That's okay. I've answered my question. It's okay. You have answered my question.
No, wait. You said you will agree with me that you were not posted by the head of service to the office
So the
of
office head of service by the fourth defendant. He was not posted to the office of head of service by the fourth defendant.
Who is the fourth defendant?
by Kogi State Polytechnic.
Yes, my lord.
Well, not posted to the office of the head of service by the fourth defendant. And you said yes.
Yes, my lord.
Uh-huh.
You will equally agree with me that Polytechnic you will agree with me that Kogi State Polytechnic is autonomous.
I said they have limited the other the governor state. But in terms of separate autonomy, yes. But they have limited autonomy.
I can't hear you, witness. Court registrar, let him talk to the system. What's your answer?
No. My Lord, the Land Council wanted a yes or no. So I said yes. So I said yes. But this polytechnic has limited autonomy because they are under the college system.
They are under who?
The college visitor, who is the governor.
Very well. Mr. Kadri.
Yes, you will probably agree with me that the office of head of service of Kogi State and that of the accountant general of Kogi State is a department under Kogi State Polytechnic.
I quite agree with you, my Lord.
And that of the accountant general
Of Kogi State.
They are what?
They are not department under the fourth defense. And he said yes.
No, I didn't get the question correctly. You said they are not a department.
I said the office of.
I got two offices, but the last part of the question I didn't get. The office of the head of service and the accountant general are not what?
Are not departments of the fourth defender. They are not under
of
the fourth defender.
Of the Polytechnic.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. And he said yes.
And he said yes.
Uh-huh.
You will also agree with me that you applied to Polytechnic employment and not any other person office.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you also agree with me that sometimes in 2008, you applied to be seconded to College of Education.
Sometimes in 2008,
my lord. Of Education.
He applied to
be seconded. For secondment to the College of
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Go ahead.
The secondment, a period of 5 years.
Yes, my lord.
5 years.
Yes, my lord. This may have of service. That period of 5 years is contrary to the number of years you were supposed to apply for, which is 3 years, as provided by the stream of service.
You asked me a question, Abi? I didn't apply for that one you are looking for. Go to 6.7.
Okay.
No, I don't have to know better to tell you that one now. Okay, no, I didn't apply for 3-year period. I did not apply for 3-year period. I applied
Well,
for
you
5
applied
years.
for 5 years.
5 years, and it's covered by that scheme of service in hand.
The 5 years too.
Very well. Mr. Kaduri.
This is the honorable court where the 5 years is provided for.
Open to section 6.7. 6.7.
You said is that section or clause 6.7
Let me open it for him.
of your scheme of service.
Yes, yes, my lord. .7.
That's exhibit A6.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Have you opened it?
Let him show off. For him to show off. You see this is there.
Okay, my lord, can I read it out?
Mm-hmm.
If it is for the interest of the institution of learning or any other public service, the period of secondment shall not be limited, and the officer shall continue to be entitled to hold the substantive post and be entitled to increment and promotion, and will be treated as having been posted on special duty, not limited by time. That's why I have 5 years instead of the 3 years that we read in 6.4.
Very well. Mr. Kaduri.
Will agree with me that that chapter 6, paragraph 6.6 prescribes a period of 3 years.
Yes, but if only
Period
for
of
public
what?
interest.
3 years, my lord.
And you said yes.
Yes, my lord, what you said is there too.
Uh-huh.
But the one I quoted for him says somebody is going for special duty, that is COSA. If you are going for an assignment somewhere, it's not limited by time. The time limit is the time you are going to spend there. That is the time limit. And the appointment they gave me, they say 5 years. So they gave me that 5 years.
So you were on secondments on special duties.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
And there is a
serve as
letter
COSA.
that says you should serve for 5 years.
Yes, my lord. Because the appointment letter says I should stay for 5 years. And they approve it based on that section I told you now.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It is quite true that you were the one who applied. You were the one who applied to be seconded to College of Education. And nobody did that for you.
Yes, my lord, I did. Based on the appointment I got.
For personal
for public interest.
It was your personal decision. Government did not ask you to apply.
They gave me a letter to absorb the job. The governor appointed me as bossa. The governor of the state appointed me as bossa to serve as College of Education and PA. So it's for public interest that I apply.
No, wait. Listen,
My lord, that is not my
listen, Clement.
Yes, my lord.
Learned Counsel had asked you that you applied, not that the college or government seconded you to
Okay,
College
yes,
of
my lord.
Education.
I applied, my lord.
But
I
you
applied.
voluntarily applied
Yes,
to
I
be
applied for the leave of
seconded
absence.
there.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, my lord. I applied.
Mhm. Go ahead.
Yes, the 5 years duration of your secondment expired sometimes in 2013, September 2013.
Yes, my lord.
Expired in September when?
2013.
Yes, my lord.
2010.
13.
13. Okay. And you answered in the affirmative.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Go on, Mr. Kadiri.
That 5 years was not renewed.
That 5 years was not renewed.
Yes, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
You did not go back
You did not
to
go back
Polytechnic
to Polytechnic in
2013.
To resume.
You did
Yes,
not
my
go
lord.
back to the Polytechnic
What is that?
in
Now, what are you talking
2013.
Yes, my lord. But I think you know I didn't go back.
No.
Do I need to tell you?
That's not the question.
Okay, because I was again seconded to
Clement,
ministry.
After the expiration
I said
of
yes,
the secondment.
but I can tell you the reason why I didn't go back. If you want to tell you, I said I was seconded again to the office of service on special duty again.
That's not my question.
I have to let you know because you are trying to conclude that maybe I didn't go back as a sort of laxity. I'm an obedient servant. I won't condone laxity in my life.
you said you were seconded again by the head of service.
No, by the state government, based on the white paper. There was a crisis, madam, in Suyampa. I was the only one of not doing anything wrong in the whole college. The students were blamed, CTA students were expelled. They said they should remove the provost, the police officer. They dissolved the whole council. But the panel said only the bursar was found to be without wrongdoing. So they said maybe
Listen to me. You were seconded again by the state government to where?
To office of the head of service.
When? In
That's 2011. September 2011. My lord.
In 2013?
No, 2011, my lord. September 2011.
No, wait too. You spent 5 years in Ankpa, and that term or tenure or duration expired in September 2013.
Yes, my lord.
And Mr. Kadri had asked that after that 5 years tenure, it was not renewed. You said yes.
Yes, my lord.
Then the last question was that you did not go back to the Polytechnic in 2013.
Yes, my lord, and I told you that I was in the office.
You now told the court that you were seconded again by the state government to the head of office.
Yes, my lord.
Head of office, office of the head of service.
Yes, my lord.
So that cannot be in 2011.
After the crisis, which I replied to you, my lord, that the panel, people was submitted the report, it's already in the court record. They found that the whole council was guilty and they dissolved the whole council. And they said they should remove the officer officer except me and should be left. That I was found to be prudent in management of the college resources. But they now seconded me again to the ministry. But to continue on my statutory post at Bosa, with my allowances, everything paid to me. all the entitlement. I enjoy it throughout. 2013, it did not end. I was had to remain.
CW, don't confuse the court.
Okay, ma'am.
Mr. Kadri is taking it up, asking you a question now.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's what I have noted down. And that's the answer I want.
Okay,
from
okay.
you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That you did not go back to the Polytechnic in
Yes, my lord.
2013 after the expiration of your 5 years at the College of Education, Ankpa. And you
Yes, my
said
lord.
yes.
Yes, my lord.
And you now wait. After saying in the affirmative yes, you said you were
Because
you
I
were
was
seconded
ordered to
again.
office of the head of service.
Yes, in
Yes, ma'am.
2013. So why did you say 2011?
Yes, my lord, 2013. I
Very
remained
well.
office of the head of service.
Go ahead, Mr. Kadri.
Can you please show this court the letter that is deployed you to head of service in 2013?
I have just, where is the letter, please? I've just told you that there was crisis there. And I was disbursed to the office of the head of service. You see,
My question is that letter of 2013 will deploy you from College of Education Alpha to head of service. Please show me that.
that is the letter. Remember, I told you that I was declared.
Is that before the court? Is that letter already before the court as an exhibit?
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. I'll give it
as
to him.
exhibit number what?
Number what?
My lord, the letter is showing me not 2013. My question is, show me the letter of deployment of 2013.
Okay. It appears you have not gotten my reference of you on special posting. Secondment of everything has no time limitation. This one covered the period. Go to C7, put in your hand. It says any officer secondary or special duty cannot be limited by time. So this one has covered the period until the letter is by the head of service to the Rector Poly in 2015. He said the condition that made us to second me to the mission of officer of service has finished. So I should now come to the Poly. So I cannot go there until they post me back there.
There is no such letter.
Very well. Talk to it in your final addresses, please.
There is no such letter.
That's not the testimony of the witness. He said the letter he earlier tendered covered the period because
very
it was
well.
a special
So
assignment.
we will look at it. Mr. Kadri will make submissions in that regard, and you can also respond to it. Go ahead, Mr. Kadri.
Okay. Please, can you tell this honorable court when your tenure as bossa came to an end?
8th of September 2013. Just
when your tenure as
bossa.
As bossa?
Yes.
Yes.
Ended.
Yes,
came to an end. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
September 2013.
September 2013.
Yes, my lord.
Very well. Go ahead.
My lord, I'm sorry for repeating myself again. After the expiration of your tenure in 2013, there is no renewal.
Turn your face mask,
of
please.
your settlement bossa.
Your face mask.
There is no renewal. Our tenure has ended.
No, that is.
You don't renew in 2013. Yes.
The tenure has ended.
Yes.
Thank you.
God bless you.
So what did he say?
Okay. No renewal. No, listen. No renewal. Listen.
Mr. Ajewale, don't interject.
So there's no renewal.
No, listen.
I don't have there's no renewal. But I wrote.
What register?
of profession.
Mr. Kadri,
For
sit down.
Mr. Ajewole to tell
Please
his
sit
witness
down.
what
Court
therefore
registrar. Court registrar, are you there? Unmute yourself.
I should explain more.
Unmute yourself.
What is against our ethics?
I'm sorry, my lord, I'm interjecting again.
Mr.
This is a court
Ajewole,
of
I'm not
justice.
asking you anything now. Court registrar, unmute yourself and tell me what the witness said.
What? You have said it.
Mr. Kadri, what was the question, the last question you asked the witness?
The last question I asked the witness is that after secondment as bursar to College of Education and came to an end, the secondment was not renewed. And he said yes, and I'm okay with that answer. And after that, the lawyer was telling him to explain more.
But I was already on another assignment on secondment.
No, you have said all that before, so you don't need to repeat yourself.
So I cannot force myself on renewal. But I wrote, my lord, I wrote complaining that I want to go back to poly, and the governor said no, you can't go back. It's not yet time for you to go back. I have 3 letters I wrote.
Mr. Kadri, go ahead.
Yes,
My lord, he has answered that it was not renewed.
It was not renewed.
Yes, my lord.
You had actually said that before.
Yes,
that after the tenure at Ankpa expired in 2013, it was not renewed.
Yes, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
Now, sometimes in 2015, you applied to Kogi State Polytechnic.
You applied to Kogi State Polytechnic to transfer your files and salary to head of service in 2015, 2 years after
to transfer
the of
your file.
Yes, sometimes in 2015, my lord.
Yes.
My applied to Polytechnic
to transfer
his files and salary to the office of head of service.
Yes or no?
Yes, I'm happy to say transfer of service this time around. Because usually write transfer of service, which is annoying. There's a difference between transfer of service and transfer of file. So thank you for those few service this time around. So you are right.
Very well. Go ahead.
That was about 2 years after the expiration of your secondment.
Yes. We are going for Kogi State staff screening. I'm telling you the reason why we have to do that now. We are going for staff screening in the state.
He is not asking the reason.
Okay, yes, my lord. Sorry, yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord. Your fines and salary point upon your request was transferred to the office of the head of service.
Yes, my lord, in line with the government directive that everywhere you stay and your salary there, pay point. I'm not the only one thinking. Yes, my lord. It's government directive, pay point.
Go ahead.
Thereafter, you continued working in the head of the office of the head service.
Yes, my lord. I was, though I not only stationed there, I was moved to a general office at the later date again. A general office.
Tell the court.
I'm telling you now.
You told me, tell the
So
court.
I was moved to a general office. I was moved from the office of the general office. But you remember that when the filed, they said they sent to a general office. That's because they know I'm there. You know, they tell you story by letter that I from Mapa, I moved to head of service. Head office, I moved to a general office. So you will say they didn't know where I am, but with their letter, they chronological tell you.
Witness, I can't hear you. You are talking to yourself.
Okay, sorry, my lord. Sorry, my lord. I
You
said
continue working in the
I
office
moved
of
from
head of
the
service. Yes or
general
no?
office. Yes, ma'am. Yes, my lord.
You continue working in the office of the head of service. Yes or no?
Yes, my lord. But later moved to the general office.
Go ahead.
At a point, the head of service posted you to the office of the Accountant General of the
Yes, yes, my lord. Thank you. Yes, my lord. Okay, okay.
Uh-huh.
In 2016, about 2 years after the end of the government, participated in training exercise that took place in this state.
Yes, my lord.
Which year? Which year?
I have as
2016, my lord.
Eh?
2016, my lord.
2016.
Yes, my lord.
He participated in what?
The screening exercise in Kogi State.
Yes, my lord. I participated.
He was drafted for head of service for that exercise.
He participated as what?
As a member of the screening committee, my lord.
Okay.
Yes, my lord.
Uh-huh.
You will also agree with me that
Mr. Kadra, I hope you are rounding up.
no, Lord, I urge you to be patient with me.
Eh?
I'm not rounding up yet.
You have more questions?
I have more questions.
About how many? If you think that you can talk to it with documents, you don't need to ask those questions. If there are facts and documents to show.
There are some I'll talk to documents.
For the ones that you know that there are no documents and you need to clarify, then you can ask those ones and leave the ones that documents can talk to.
Yes, my lord. Where is that one? Exhibit 5. I think it's Exhibit 5. This one. It's not here. The one I said I was up. Now we have to okay.
I'm waiting.
Yes, my lord. You will equally agree with me that on the 18th of August, 2015, you apply for the statement. The head of service applied that it be stated in Kogi State Polytechnic.
Eh?
In 2015,
Yeah.
they will agree with me that the head of service wrote to Obise Polytechnic to reabsorb the claimant. That's after 2 years expiration of his tenure.
Yes, my lord. After I personally disturbed them, send back to Kodu, send back to Wikoli, send back to Wikoli. I was worrying them. So they wrote that
And
letter
Polytechnic refused to reinstate him.
out of ignorance. Out of ignorance.
Mr. Kadri, to reinstate him where? To reinstate him at the Polytechnic?
As the Polytechnic refused that he had ceased to be their staff. Is that correct?
Yes, my lord, out of ignorance. That's why we're in court. That's why we are in court.
Okay.
Out of ignorance. I can't to say it's supposed to be 3 years.
Why are you doing that? It's not allowed to do professional. It's not allowed. To who?
Mr. Kadri.
My lord, she said it's because of the refusal of Polytechnic to reinstate him in 2015. That is why he is in court. My lord, I want
That's the reason why he has
already.
come to court.
Yes, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
The refusal of Polytechnic to reinstate him in 2015. That is why.
Because I would have been happy. I would have been happy. I will be the only court if I rejected my appointment. I will not be here. Because that's what I'm looking for. Even if you reinstate me today, if
not because of that refusal, he will not be in court. That is what he just said.
Listen.
Yes, my lord.
What I have as your reliefs are different from what you are telling the court now. Let me see. You are asking for a declaration that your retirement by the first and second defendants is null, void.
Yes, my lord.
Unlawful and unlawful.
Yes, my lord.
Then you're also saying that you are still an employee of the fourth defendant.
Yes, my lord.
You're entitled to be paid all your salaries and allowances.
Yes, my lord.
And that the court should direct the defendants to reinstate you.
Yes, my lord.
So why are you saying that it's basically because of that question that Mr. Kadri asked that you are in court? Is that the only reason why you are in court? That's why Mr. Kadri is emphasizing
they arrested me that time, and I'm still saying it now. If police have not messed up and be needful, tell me about this wahala.
Go ahead, Mr. Kadri, please. Like I said, if you know that documents can speak to some of these questions, please just limit yourself to those ones that you know there are no documentary evidence and they are in contention.
I'll copy. You will agree with that. Between the period of 2011 to today, you have not been
between 2011
to now.
2000 and when?
11. 2008, my lord. 2008.
2008.
Yes.
Till date.
Yes, my lord.
He has not been doing what? You have not lectured.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. But I have prepared myself. doing this.
Question, please. Go ahead.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Yes, you
will
equally
agree with me that you are
You will equally agree with me that
you were born
that
yes, my lord. You will agree
with me
in
2018
61 years.
in 2018.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
When
Retired from service,
No, I'm not. I'm not.
When you were retired or when you retired?
When he was retired, when they retired him.
No, please come again. You will equally agree with me that in 2018, when you were what?
Retired from
Retired from service or from the Polytechnic.
I know my age now.
Retired from where?
the service
of
No, my lord, he's wrong.
Mr. Kadiri.
Yes, my lord.
In 2018, when he was retired from where? From where?
Kogi State Civil Service, my lord.
Kogi State Civil Service.
Yes, my lord.
Okay.
No, my lord, he's wrong.
No, wait. In 2018, when he was retired from Kogi State Civil Service, what was the next? What followed?
Yes, at that time.
He was what?
61 years old.
61 years old.
Yes, my lord.
No, my lord, he's wrong. I'll be glad if I'm not to prove it that he's wrong.
You have said no. Go
yes,
ahead,
my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. When you applied to Polytechnic for employment,
you attach your CV
your
application. And it was submitted to the rector.
You attach your CV.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my lord.
Yes or no?
What year, sir? Because I have a clarification there, but I want to know the year. Because the one you attached your claim that yesterday, 2006, is wrong. I was employed in 1999 for accreditation. How many times will you come back to tell you? The one you show me, no receipt there, nobody received it was not signed by anybody. No minute on it anywhere. Just have and you sign it, it's not a signature. See the letter, nobody signed for you to go to the letter office. Nobody noted on it. The CV are full of error, and it says my own CV. I was employed in 1999 for accreditation.
Listen to me. Witness.
Okay, I said no. When you say no, when you say when people that don't know information about, don't paper of you. I say I my paper.
Witness. Witness. Did you attach your CV to the application You
I
made
don't
to,
think no application, madam, 2006 for me. No,
Eh?
no, madam, no.
no,
No.
very well.
I didn't know why they get the
And Mr. Kadri.
Okay. Your full name, sorry, my lord, I am much of that, but I urge you to be a bit patient with him, my lord. I'm quite sorry. I want to bring out
You want to?
Bring out
some whether
the veracity of this.
The veracity of the CV.
of the witness.
Okay.
Yes,
my lord.
Go ahead.
Your full name is
Asoroshe
Babani
Joshua.
Yes, my lord.
Mm-hmm.
The post
you applied for
is
principal lecturer in accounting department.
No, I cannot apply for principal lecturer in the accounting department. I say it's wrong. I work in my institution as bossa. I work in the Yaba Tech Lagos as acting bossa. I can't take my principal lecturer. Without having you are just trying to make me look like a fool. Senior lecturer I was given. Senior lecturer I was given. And I sat there to do a with them.
Mr. Ajewale, warn your witness that he should only limit himself to the question.
Yes, Lord.
Yes,
to
my
apply
lord.
for the post of so. No, simple.
Yes, my lord. No. Yes, my lord. No.
Not that it should go on. If you go on like that, I'm going to ask you to come to Abuja, whether you like it or not, physically.
We sincerely apologize. We are sorry.
Mr. Kadri, the question was the post you applied for was what?
Principal lecturer.
Principal lecturer.
We should plead to your statement of faith.
And you said no.
No.
He said
Which
no.
claim?
Mr. Kadri, talk to it in your final address. If you have all the facts before you, just talk to that. Look at other facts that you know can back up what you are seeking to achieve.
Yes, my lord, at this stage, I have a humble application. I only applied the procedure.
Who is talking to the court now?
Mr.
Kadiri.
The proceedings of this court of
you're applying to do what?
For the proceedings of this court.
For the proceedings of.
Okay. Of what date?
Wait for it. Sorry, my lord. Of 16th of January.
15th of January.
2019. 16.
16.
Yes, my lord.
Yes,
2019.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, my lord.
That's what I'm saying. If
I humbly apply for a certified true copy of book.
To enable me
to enable me
contradict this witness, especially on the issue curriculum vitae. This is in line with
with
section
section 232
232
and
and
233
233
Subsection
of
what?
the evidence.
section
Section
232
232
Section
and
232.
yes, and
yes,
232 and
and
233, my lord.
233, my lord.
232 and
232 and
233
233
of the evidence
of the
act.
evidence act.
And the
And
case
the
of
case
Ola
Ola
Oye
Oye
Olaoye
Olaoye
and the
And
state
what?
and the state
and the state,
and
my
the
lord,
state, my lord,
Very well.
reported
reported in 2018 8 Nigeria Weekly
Nigeria
Law
Weekly Law
Report
Report
Very well.
part 21
21
page
page
281
281.
Very well.
page
Page
309
309
paragraph
paragraph
6. The
the
effect
effect
of this
of this
authority
authority
is that
is that
the
the
previous
previous
statement
statement
or
or
evidence
evidence
given or
made
given
or given
by the
by the
claimant.
claimant.
16th of January 2019.
Yes, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Why don't you ask the court to look at that, because it's before the court. Instead of having to take,
My lord, the law
My lord,
says
the law
that
says that
you have to
in
confront
order
him.
to contradict him,
Very well,
it must
very
be
well. Mr. Ajewale, what's your reaction to that?
our response to the application is
Use your phone, use your tablet. I can't hear you.
to impeach the case of the witness. Humbly, my lord, a humble response to this application is hinged also on section 233 of the Evidence Act.
233.
233, my lord,
Yes.
which provides clear procedure to be followed if the credit of a witness is to be impeached. Since this is still the application stage, Since in this application stage, I will not oppose his application. I will wait for him to satisfy the condition. But my lord, my own position will have been that the end of justice will be better served if he apply and raise this issue in his address and tender whatever I want. The court will look at it. The end of justice will be better served and time will be saved. But if you want to follow this procedure, I have no objection. I will wait for him to satisfy the condition.
Mr. Kadiri, you know, that's why I asked that question. Because the document, I mean, the record of court is still before the court, still forms part of this case. The record of the 16th of January 2019 is before the court. So you can always make allusion to that. You have asked him questions whether or not he was 61 years. And if he has said no, or whatever was his answer, you can always make reference to the record of court in your final written address. Since you are going to file first, the claimant can always also react to that, because it's a matter of law now, because it has to do with the record of court. And the court takes judicial notice of its own record. So, I mean, except if you still want to toe that line, but I feel that the interest of justice will be best served to all parties if you will make reference to that in your final address.
I do not know where this case will end, for proper.
Sorry?
I will want,
because that's why I'm looking at the record of court to see.
That if it is intended to contact such witness by the right,
yes, you confront him.
Yes, my lord, that is the area I'm looking at. Well, if it is only this one, I will not
take a date. Take a date.
I'll stop listening. I'm very grateful.
What date?
27th April.
It's convenient. It's okay. All right. Is it convenient for you, sir?
Yes. Yes. You know, subject to the convenience of the Honorable Court, we are proposing 27th April. 27th. The Register of the Court has confirmed that the date is
16th of January 2019.
This is record straight or something like that. We want to make the record straight. No?
CW, your temporary discharge.
Stop, places.
By consent of counsel, what date again?
27th of April.
In Abuja. The CTC of a record of this court dated 16th of January 2019 is to be produced and released to the defendants. Claimant is temporarily discharged by consent of counsel. Case adjourned to 27/4/2022 for continuation and conclusion of trial in Abuja.
We're still comfortable with this system, my lord. You can still operate from Lokoja, considering the financial implication. No, we are still comfortable with the way we are going about it, my lord.
But the way the altercations, the questions, and most times I don't even hear. So I think it will be better, except if Mr. Ajewale will warn your witness to go straight to the point instead of talking on ending.
My Lord, I undertake to warn him, sir. We plead with me, Lord, to graciously allow us to continue the proceeding.
Okay,
here.
for conclusion and
My
for
client
continuation
is,
and conclusion of trial in
yes, my Lord.
Lokoja.
We are grateful, my Lord. We are grateful.
God bless you.
Because anytime I sit on cases in Lokoja cases, I end up having headache, stress throughout. Any other matter?
Yes, my lord.
Is it going on?
Yes, my lord.
Are counsel in court?
Yes, my lord.
Eh?
Yes, my lord.
Of counsel are in court. Is it going on? Is it going on trial? Is it for hearing?
Yes,
Is
my
any
lord.
counsel in court? Are they ready to go on? Or they want to adopt argument on record procedure? If not, give them another date. Then counsel. Call the case. Call the case.
NICM LKJ 27/2020 between 1 Reverend Z.O. Olariwadi, 2 Reverend E.O. Ayodele, 3 Pastor M.S. Baeri, and the Board of Trustees of Evangelical Church Winning All. All the claimants are in court, my lord. Defendants are absent.
Appearances.
Appearance.
With utmost respect to my lord, I am Sam Oguyomi. I appear for the claimants. Appearing with me, my lord, is my colleague J.T. Elijah Esquire.
Very well. Any other appearance?
My lord, with profound humility, my lord. I am Chief Tunji Ologmoyo.
I can't see you. I can't see you. Are you in the courtroom?
No, I am not. My lord, sir, I am not very fine, sir, so I am doing it by Zoom. I couldn't
And
come to look.
you are not properly dressed.
I'm properly dressed, my lord.
You don't have your wig on. You are just picking it up.
I do, my lord.
Let me see you. I can't see you properly. I can't see you. Change your position.
My lord.
I can't see you. You don't have electricity or there's no ventilation. I mean,
they have just taken the light. Sorry.
I can't see you properly. If you look at the system yourself, you see that your view is not clear.
That was a.
You said you are who?
My lord.
You are who?
Chief Tunji Ologmoyo. My Lord, I'm appearing with my colleague, Chief E.O. Obayomi. Holding the brief of J.B. Damboy.
Holding the brief of
J.B. Damboy.
J.B. Damboy.
Yes, sir. Damboy.
For who?
J.B. Damboy.
And you are appearing for which of the parties?
For the defendant. For the defendant.
The matter is for definite hearing.
Yes, my Lord.
Yes, my Lord. After the last case, my Lord. Council was the claimant's council was asked us to address on the paper.
Claimant counsel did what?
He said he was going to confer if we were to address the court.
He said he was going to confer if we were to address the court on the documents before the court.
Okay, so Mr. Owoyomi.
My Lord, we have elected to proceed under Order 38, Rule 33 of the rules. An address on
Mr. Ologmoyo.
My Lord.
Do you also consent to the argument on record procedure?
Very well, my Lord. We had already considered. My Lord.
So parties have to file their final addresses. The claimant will first of all file 21 days from today. And serve an advance copy on the defendant who will equally file.
The copies.
And the final written addresses has to be in line with Order 45 of the rules of this court.
As the copies.
Well, my Lord, we have some documents
that were not front-loaded.
No, they were front-loaded, my Lord.
If you want to tender the original copies, you can still forward them.
Of course.
Mark them properly and serve an advance copy on them. But if they are all documents already front-loaded, just mark them appropriately with annexes.
As copies. Grateful, my Lord.
What date, court registrar?
I want to make 21.
My lord, how many days?
49.
42.
We've
Sorry?
add 1 or 2
42.
dates.
The whole days are 49.
Yes.
Is there to add 2 days to it?
16th of April.
It should not be the same date as the other one. You know, there was a particular matter today that they also adopted the argument on record.
Okay.
Give about 3-5 days in between.
18th of April, my lord. 18th April.
The first
18th
one was
April.
adjourned to when?
15th April.
1-5 or 1-6?
1-5.
1-5.
Yes.
Okay, take this one to 20. So what day of the week is that?
It's on Wednesday, my lord.
Wednesday.
Okay. It is in the light of the voluntary consent of all parties in this suit to the argument on record procedure that this suit is to be tried on record, pursuant to Order 38, Rule 33 of the rules of this court. Parties are to file their final written addresses by writing a simple letter adopting them on or before the 20th of April 2022. Judgment date will be communicated
As copies.
parties.
As copies. We are much obliged.
I hope you are clear.
Yes, we are not.
Claimant will file first.
Yes.
Serve on the defendant's defense will file. Serve on claimant. Claimant will then have a right of filing a reply and point of law within 7 days. And then when you are filing, you can write simple letter adopting it. So the court will then send a hearing notice to you, intimating you of the judgment, the date for judgment.
We are much obliged.
Much obliged.
And then, like I said, learned claimant counsel the original documents. And if defendants also have originals, you can forward them, mark them and forward them to the court. Is that all for today?
No, my lord, the other matter that my lord adjourned yesterday because there was no proof of service to show that they were served.
Okay, call the case. Do you have the proof?
Yes, my lord.
Go ahead.
NICN LKJ 04-2019 between Idris Zaidu and 1. Local Government Service Commission. 2. Chairman, Local Government Service Commission. 3. Attorney General of Kogi State. Parties are absent, my lord.
Answers.
Me, my lord.
And you said parties were served?
They were served. Even after yesterday's adjournment for today, they were still informed.
It's okay, yeah, you said it.
Case struck out for lack of diligent prosecution.
That's correct.
Is that all?
Yes, my lord. That's what it is.
Arise.
You people have exhausted someone's energy.
Just say it.
Thank you.
And